Hey, good morning. It's Mitch Dangermont here with TeamODZ, about ready to start today's coffee ride. About 3 minutes and 20 seconds to start the ride. We're going to do an extended warm-up at 2.2 watts per. Then we'll transition into our race lap. So laps today on the volcano course. Laps warm-up, 1 lap race. Riders must start behind me for the race lap, and I'll give the signal to go on that race lap, and then off to the races. Everyone have a great 1 lap first race. Got anybody on morning? Anybody joining on Discord yet? Happens next. Got anybody on that race lap, and then off to the races. Everyone have a. Hey, good morning, Andy Jenner. Let me get warmed up here. Riders are filing into the pen.
Hey, Mitch. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Oh, good, thanks. Good. How about yourself?
All right. A little tired. I don't go to sleep early.
Smaller crowd to start this morning.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. We're starting here in 23 seconds. Doing my best, Andy Jenner. Oh, and I'm a little off center here now. Go. Ball here too. Sorry about this, guys. Here watching at home. Another my camera got a little crazy here. Better start pedaling. All right, so I apologize for messing around there for a second. I have 3 laps today. the volcano course. We're going to do 2 nice and easy at 2.2 watts per kilogram, thereabouts pace. 1 race lap for those interested in racing today. A little bit lighter crowd today. A little strange. The last couple of weeks have been around 70 or 80, but there's been a lot of tech issues with Zwift this week. Maybe some folks just sitting the week out with fear of continued tech issues. You're forgetting I need to change my weight here.
Is it truth or a little later?
I'm really light right now in the system.
Yeah, I keep saying I was actually thinking about it, lightening up by a lot, like maybe, I don't know, maybe 50 pounds or so. And somehow disqualifying myself, but just wanted to see what it'd be like to ride around, you know, in a race situation.
Well, I worked out with Ian and Yerky, I think, last week, and Ian was just he basically gave me a weight to make myself equal to him, and I think I was 50-something kilograms. I'm not sure what that is in pounds, but.
How was that for you? A lot different?
You know, I always really just focus on the watts, so it didn't really matter. It kicked my butt on the workout anyway. And I did the workout yesterday. No, it's just watts per kilogram that's different, right? So I guess in game my speed is different. But
yeah, I'd imagine
it'd
be
paying attention to it.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be easier to generate the watts at a lighter weight, but maybe on the flats that's not really true. Maybe it's just on the hills.
Well, and also I'm not on a smart trainer, so my watts are watts, and it doesn't matter if I'm light in the game or not. The workout says I got to do 335 watts. I got to do 335 watts. It's just I looked like I was a lot faster of a rider.
Oh, right. Right, yeah, a workout would change things in particular.
I'm on my way back, Mitch.
Alright, Mark, how are you today?
So far, so good.
Kind of nice at that lighter weight a second ago. I didn't really have to work it off. Like a Sunday stroll.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, I'm imagining the hills.
In this group ride, you're 50-something kilograms. You know, you can stay with the group at 120 watts instead of 160 watts. So completely different gearing. Like, wow, I really feel like I'm pedaling easy to be putting out this many watts. Or I mean, this much watts per kilogram. I did, Andy, I did. I changed the weight. I'm still not as heavy as I actually am, though. Even that for the TeamODZ, the training to get my weight up. Very one Dominic. I'm not sure why people can't ride with the group. The life of me for over a year now, leading this ride. No idea why people feel the need to bust off the front in these first 2 laps. There you go, Mark. Follow the rules. We're making our way through the first lap here. About halfway through the first lap, we're going to wind our way out of the marina to the volcano. Back to the start finish, and we'll do 2 more laps. 1 more lap will nice and social and easy. The last lap, for those who feel like it, will be a race lap today. Alright, at least we got over 50 riders today. A little bummed by this, but gotta go back and start pushing the pride again. Thank you, Higashi. Making our way down in towards the volcano. Out, we'll hit the start finish and it'll be lap 2. Slowly corral the riders off the front. You're awfully quiet this morning.
I was just wondering if there wasn't some other event happening, because when I signed on, I saw 3 friends who would normally be in this event, but I don't see them here right now.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Do you know if Mr. Riggins joined us today?
I have not seen him yet. Maybe I did at the beginning. It's hard to see on the list here.
I'm a ways back here, Mitch, with one guy trying to pull him up.
Great job, man. Thank you. So yesterday in our group workout, everyone was fine in the pen until about 30 seconds before the start, and then everyone disappeared. And it stayed that way for the entire ride, where all that you could see was yourself. And then also the rubber band effect broke, so we were talking to people on Discord, and no one was staying together, everyone was all over the course. Different wattages. And simultaneously my stream broke. I don't know if there's a greater internet problem, because I know on Monday there are some global internet problems. We're frustrating.
Did your screen break as in a hardware failure?
No, it wouldn't go anywhere. But usually I was trying to stream on Mixer, and it was wouldn't pick anything up, and I tried to stream on Facebook, and that wouldn't work either. It was weird. We're about ready to enter the volcano here. Got a lot of our usual names with us today. Mark Johnson playing sweeper. Benoit Deschays, Dominic Lugmer. Have not seen Lions or Natsume in a few weeks.
I saw Lions last night. I just logged in to check something, and he was racing with Dapper Don Saroff.
Okay. Did he win, or?
I only watched for like a minute or so,
Okay.
but he was on the front.
Like Justin Wagner the other day was watching a race on his TV, fed from his mirroring his device through his Apple TV. He's watching the Tour de France in his living room. Alright, so there are 20 people ahead of me. It's ridiculous. Ken, glad you had fun yesterday. Andy, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I should be watching Swift races with the family. Get some popcorn, sit down, watch a little ODivas race.
Don't even talk like that.
We're bringing back a small group here. So Andy, the secret in my house is that, you know, it's all ladies and girls in my house, right? Maybe the 7-year-old, because I don't know, you know, she's young. None of my older ones, 15, 19, and how old my wife is, I won't say. She's 22. None of them like the ODivas name. Don't think they change. But playing that was put to a vote. You know, a lot of ladies decided. That's where we are. Yeah, I said I have a 19-year-old and a 22-year-old, 19-year-old daughter and a 22-year-old wife. Just joking.
Living the American dream.
Well, that even violates the principle I was taught when when you got divorced. It says that when you get divorced, I don't know if this applies for women, but for men, ideally you should divide your age by 2. That's 7 years, and that's who you should be dating at that point. So if I do my math right, I should date a 30-year-old if I happen to be divorced, which I'm not going to be.
Stop doing math, Mitch. It's only going to get you into trouble.
Oh, we've had this discussion in my house. Alright, so now we're at about 15 ahead of me, maybe 14. Slowly getting people back to the group here. Got one lap to get everybody back. I think I missed something Andy said here. Trump dream, yeah. Trump dream, I'm not going to say much more. I refuse to talk politics now, but... Alright, I can't help it. Working around the auto industry here in Michigan, I was appalled that my president went overseas Told the Japanese it would be nice if they built some factories and made their cars here for a change. How any man could be so stupid? Not sure. Alright, I'm off my soapbox.
Last night was a election night for us in Jersey. We
Oh, that's
elected a
right. I
new
forgot you were in
governor.
Jersey. So you guys went Democrat again.
Yeah, it looks that way. I was a bit surprised by that.
Now, I guess 8 years ago, you guys had a Democratic, or a Democrat for a governor, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And then he got embroiled in some scandal.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. If I don't remember all the particulars, I think he is a priest now in the Episcopal Church.
All right, well, good for him. He found God and he repented. And the great thing about America, right, is that you can reinvent yourself as many times as you want, it seems.
Yep. Second and third and fourth chances.
What we're all about here. No, I don't know anything about the candidates in New Jersey. Was it an ugly race, or?
Well, Christie had 2 terms, and
Yep.
he was in quite a bit of scandal too.
Oh yeah, I remember
Bridgegate.
the bridge gate. Yep.
Yeah. So that really followed the Republican candidate, and I think, probably more than anything else, the vote was a vote against Trump, just against Republicans in general, probably.
It's going to be interesting to see the next year here. The states as the stuff continues to happen around Trump and the investigation, and the Republicans and their inability to pass any major legislation. Whether yesterday, because Democrat won in Virginia too, and they did really well down ballot. Whether that sends a signal to the Republicans that they need to really consider who's at the top of their party right now.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be having an adverse effect.
I just really want competency. I can deal with different opinions on a lot of things. I want you to be competent and intelligent.
Yeah, and statesman-like, right?
Yes, there's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a prerequisite of sorts.
My company would fire me if I behaved like the president does a lot. I made statements like he does in public and tweeted things and whatever. I'm not sure why. If my company would fire me, why it's acceptable for our president to do the same. Alright, we're about midway through the volcano lap, second lap. Our coffee ride today. On our way to our espresso lap here soon. Andy, I'm if anything, I'm very accepting of other people's opinions. My difficulty, Andy, is dealing with stupidity. Everyone in my family will tell you that. I struggle dealing with people who display sheer ignorance and stupidity. And that is a weakness I should improve. There's a bell curve in intelligence. So. All right, we got about 20 more kilometers in this ride here. At about the 30-minute mark. Pushing a little bit too many watts right now, but that's all right. Loop seems to be okay with it. But remember to drink a little. I'm coming out of the marina, working our way towards the Italian village, and then to the volcano. Up to 62 riders, so we keep getting some late joiners. It always still baffles me. That's right, Mark. I'll get back to that beacon. Maybe we should just say bacon and people will be more motivated.
I'm trying to sweep some people up back here, but they don't seem to get it.
Maybe they're just content riding off the back.
I had lost internet for a while. I don't know if my avatar was back there. But I found myself way off the back when I came back online.
Interesting.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Eric.
Eric Caller?
Kaler, yep.
Oh, sorry, Eric Kaler. Yeah, I see
problem.
you right in front of me. Are you good to get? Do you want to tow, Eric? Eric, do you want to tow up there, or are you all right?
No, I'm okay, thanks.
Alright, so I don't know if anyone are triathlete fans, but anyone see the news yesterday about Gwen Jorgensen from the United States? Crickets. Alright, so Gwen was a gold medalist. I believe phenomenal triathlete. Had like a stretch of like I don't know how many repeat victories in the Olympic distance. She's decided to retire from triathlon for now. Go for the gold in women's marathon. The next Olympics.
Wow, how old is she?
She's not that old. If I remember the story right, she was working on Wall Street or something. Got into triathlon, I think just realized she had an engine. And she's amazing. I mean, you know, she's going from well, I guess it's not that much of a stretch. 2-hour endurance event. What's a woman, like what, Shailene Flanagan won the New York in what, 2:26 or something?
Yeah, that's a pretty respectable time.
Hey, you think? But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet against her, but seems like a really steep hill to climb. But I mean, you know, she's trained. She ran a marathon last year. Maybe she ran Boston this year. Not sure. I know she ran a marathon, her first marathon in the last year. I think she did well. I have to go back and look at her time. But I think it's a whole different thing going from training for to compete in swim, bike, and run to trying to be the world champion marathon.
Yeah, with a lot of these elite athletes, so it's not just their genetics; it's their mental makeup, like how driven they are, something inside them that makes them better than everybody else.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100%.
You go on ahead, Mr. Johnson.
You sure?
Yeah. Ran a 10K yesterday, so I think I'm about done.
Okay. I'm coming back, Mitch.
Working your butt off today, Mark.
I've become accustomed to it.
How much time do you get off for Christmas, Mark?
Sorry?
How much time do you get off for Christmas?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, same as here.
Starts pretty close to Christmas Day this year, so but it's good. I'll be starting marathon training again come January 1st.
December 1st, I'm going to start running again.
You signed up for any marathons in particular?
I'm doing one in the beginning of May up here in Toronto.
Oh, nice. All the best. I haven't attempted a full marathon yet. I've been doing half marathons. Just
I think
did.
that's a nice distance.
Yeah, I like that too. For where I'm at, it's perfect. Just did the Runner's World half marathon about a month or so ago.
And where was that at?
That's in Bethlehem.
Okay.
Bethlehem, PA.
I ran Go ahead, Eric.
Starts right out in front of the old steel mill in Bethlehem, which provided the steel for the Empire State Building and the Golden Gate Bridge.
I ran a spectacular half marathon a few weeks back. Only problem was I had signed up for the whole marathon.
I knew you were going to say that. Wheels came off, or?
Best I can figure is my heart rate was just way too high from the get-go, and I was using energy systems I shouldn't have been using, and I just hammered into the wall. It was quite spectacular.
You got that going for you, right? You had a spectacular crash.
You gotta know what it feels like.
Right. I think we've all been there. I've never tried a full, and I'm not sure I'm going to.
Do you have any particular running goals in mind, Mitch?
Me? Same one I had this year, which was to be healthy and stay healthy, and I failed on that one. Oh, actually, my goals are really start looking at my functional strength and mobility, and layer in my running. See if I can't just have a year where I focus on like the real basics, and then I can get healthy again and start running regularly. I usually get about halfway through the year, and then I have an injury.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, all the best.
I'd like to get back to doing half Ironman distance triathlons, but running is part of it. Unless I find a relay to do.
So you'd probably be pushing both then, both cycling and running. You'd keep pushing, so to speak.
Yeah, but I mean, it changes, right? I mean, your intensity on the bike. Not that I've ramped since I quit running, I haven't really ramped my intensity up on the bike where it should be. Right, your overall intensity has to be a little less. Ideally,
Yeah.
I'd actually get to where I'm running 5 or 6 days a week, cycle 4 days a week, then swim 3.
So some days you'd do both, bicycle and run.
Yeah. But you gotta look at what that would be. I mean, that would be like a really easy run, right? Just maybe a few miles, easy pace. That's the hard part, is is really dealing with. I've never figured it out for myself. It's really how to balance an increased load of training while having a family and a job. Something has to give, and I haven't been willing to give on the family. I'll give on the job a bit, but there's only so much you can give on that.
Yeah, roger that to all points.
The last marathon training I did, I only ran 3 times a week.
That's like the Furman Institute for running.
Well, the rest was biking, and I was on, I had 1 rest day, but everything else was just 3 rides and 3 runs.
Yeah, that's sort of what my schedule's like now. I kind of need the off days from running. Glad to have the cycling.
I think if you're younger, it's probably easier to do more running, but I'm a bit heavier, and yeah, that would really kill me to just run every day. Okay, here we go.
All right, Espresso Lap is on, guys.
I'm looking for some C's to try and push to B.
All right, let's find our leaders here. Do not believe that it is getting our leaders packed here. Get to the front. Here. I believe right now our front is Terminio, and Ernst, Stetcher, Burns, Rasmussen, Walker, and I am wrong on Terminio. He is DQ, sorry. I don't know why I haven't learned my lesson yet. Best bet is just click on Deshays. That's your leader group. So we are back with the leaders here. Apologize for the slight delay. Hey Steven, how are you this morning? Got a group of about 10 off the front here. Just one lap here racing today on the Volcano Lap, the flats. About 10 to 12 riders here off the front. Working together right now, put distance between them and the other riders. No one's putting out a huge effort. Nice sustained, low A kind of effort right now. We've got a good mixed group of A, Bs, and a couple Cs. Making the way through the underwater tunnel. Hey Steven, so your question, sounds like that was just a group workout issue yesterday, not a group ride issue. I'm not smart enough to know the difference, the tech side, but supposedly they pushed a fix out yesterday. Getting ready to go under the Jarvis tree. Look at that same nice group here. No one's spit out the back, no one's off the front. I think the strategy ought to be for these coffee rides, to the extent no one really wants to shoot off the front, is that they ought to just sort of sit at the back of that pack, maybe in the middle of it, relax. Obviously don't want to be too far back because trying to push through those bodies to onto a break is going to be pretty tough. No award for riding on the front here for sure. I actually think Ernst thinks he's racing. Effort he's putting out. Funny. There we go. Auto doing that. Still that same old group here. Through the marina, on the way to the Italian village. Like there's a little bit of a break split coming up here. Got Whitefield 3 seconds off the front. Shay's responding, bringing with him a handful of riders, a little gaggle there.
I've got my group of strong C's, maybe B's.
All right, start picking people off, Mark.
Well, I'm just trying to pace them.
Good man. Fully reeling in Whitefield. Making their way up the step curves, the turn towards Italian Village, the turn towards the volcano. Small little climb here. Don't expect to see too much here. Do not forget to drink, guys. Everybody's all back together again. The volcano in the distance, we know there's a small climb going into the volcano. Maybe some moves there. Take advantage of that climb. Looks like the leaderboard's all messed up. Crazy. One large group coming in towards the volcano. Same group we've had since the start. Riders trying to get off the front here. Whitefield again. See, this gaggle will catch these two here. Short little climb. a little push here. Like they're all back together again, a little strung out, but all in one group. Chase is on the back of that group now. Off the dirt, onto the pavement again, through the tunnel, and we'll split left for the 1K to the finish line. And Shays makes a move here. Power's off that front. Waiting to see if anyone's going to respond. About 1K to the finish now. Like Whitefield, Al, and Zund are responding. Maybe Catalyst. I think he's reeled back in. Now pass by Hall. It looks like Hall is off the front. He drops an arrow. As Lamion is 6, passes him in the sprint, motors his way to a first place. Hall, Catalyst. We'll check to see if any of those riders are disqualified. Make sure they were with us the whole ride. Post the results later today. Great ride by those guys on the front. Let's see how far back I am. I am in the volcano. We'll make our way to the finish line here and see what the results look like.
I got a good little workout in at the end.
Good job, Mark.
At one point, I even thought to myself, "Hey, I'm using one of those LT stacks right now to bridge this gap."
Right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. I'll review the results later today. Try to get them cleaned up. Post it if you're interested. Otherwise, be leading a ride on Friday morning, a group workout, 5:30. Pyramid digs. That sounds like ascending and descending hard effort surges. So hopefully see you guys on 5:30 on Friday morning. And then back here again on Wednesday of next week. Possibly leading a lactate interval workout on Tuesday of next week. So check the event module. Anything for ODZ in that 5:30 Eastern time window, usually me. I'll talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Mitch.
Ciao, Mitch.